from Tijuana, Mexico. Here we are. Okay, real people, real problems, real solutions. Okay, that's actually the title. That's one of the first few times I've got it right. So, did you ever see Saturday Night Live? So if I say, Jim, what's your name, Jim?
Jim, yeah. Yes.
Okay, now what part of the world did you guys come from?
Halfway between Sacramento and Lake Tahoe.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the foothill area.
Oh my gosh, we've gone up there, river raft and everything else. Now, what made you come down to Tijuana?
Well, we've been following you on YouTube for many years, probably 5 years or so, and just always interested in increasing and improving our health in some manner. And just things we heard you say and the way you explain it, you've always been so generous with your knowledge. And because of those things, we kept hearing things without, he just explains things, so especially my wife, it's really, we really need to get where we can go see him.
Very cool. And I know you just brought your daughter today too.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Second time. We brought the other daughter a year ago, half a year ago or so anyway.
Okay, this is cool. Now, what kind of stuff were you expecting coming down here?
Well, it was just general health. I've always gone to chiropractic, and so we wanted to enhance that a little bit because we saw more, and we certainly got more because you're a lot more than just a chiropractor. Because we've seen, I don't mean to say just a chiropractor, because there's a lot of chiropractors we see, but you're like way a cut above. You know so much. You bring so much more. It's a general health you're concerned with, and the whole clinic here.
Yeah,
we were amazed. We were like, "What is this? This isn't just a chiropractor." I hate to say that again because it doesn't sound right, but it is. It states wonderful things about you because you're so generous with your knowledge. We come here and say, "I didn't know all those things about, what this does, what that does, and all the names and all the things that are associated with it." But we felt better when we left.
The things that we do, and honestly. 5 years from now, our protocols are probably going to be more advanced.
Really?
Because, if I find something that works, and something that I can measure, something that's an objective analysis of measuring, because we do, digital x-rays, pre and post digital x-rays. We do 3 different nerve scans. We do a full torso thermography. We do live blood cell analysis, a CBC, complete blood cell analysis. I mean, everything.
I'm glad you're saying it. I could have never remembered those things or pronounced the word. Anyway, yes, and we got to do. But I don't know how you're going to add things to the package you offer for the price you get is amazing, and how we get all this done.
It's cool.
I just can't encourage people enough. If you get an opportunity to visit, it has helped our family. My daughter, remember, she was in a rollover?
Yes.
2 weeks later, we finally came down. We called you about 3 days after it happened, and you wanted to see her immediately. And she said, "What? Broken ribs and all the rest? And I'm going to go see a chiropractor? Are you lying to my daughter about through something?" But anyway, and then when we came here, we were all just blown back because with the broken ribs, you were able to handle her in a way that, because you could look at her and she would cry in pain.
Oh, yeah.
And you dealt with her and she was not bothered.
There's so many ways to work with broken people. I mean, I've had the advantage of working with a boatload of really traumatized people, and I'm talking MMA fighters, a bunch of military guys from Pendleton. I mean, really, really beat up people, it seems kind of odd, but that's one of the 7 questions that we ask. Are you familiar with working with fractures, with post-surgery, with challenging cases? But plus, your daughter had the advantage. She had some of your DNA.
Oh.
And that's way cooler.
Of course it's cool. No, just kidding. But anyway, yeah.
Now, have you had a chance to do any of the IVs, the dental and stuff down here?
Yeah, I did. We did the whole inspection dental because you offered this package we put together, and I learned some things. With everything I touched, I learned things. And then especially like you said, the infusions, what do you call them?
The IVs.
IVs, that's right, whatever. Vitamin C, the Myers, and those things. And we felt so much better by those. And that, too, is, here we are coming to this environment and not expecting to have all these things offered to us. And then we walked away and we got all that done, and we just couldn't say enough. And then you have another clinic, of course, up in Huntington Beach, and we were able to go there. But coming into Mexico, people have made it so incredibly easy that we're not intimidated coming here.
Wait a second. there's people out there that are watching the news saying, "Oh my gosh, crossing the border."
Oh, no.
It's simple as easy.
It's the simplest
Yeah.
thing we ever did, and my
Yeah.
wife and I were so happy. We used to drive into Mexico all the time in the 70s and the 80s, and it was nice, and it's a wonderful place to be. But, we're nervous, and so we thought, no, we can't do that. For years we were scared, but when we come down to the parking lot over there, and you folks pick us up in a shuttle and brought us across, we were like, I didn't say what we're doing in the back seat, but it was fun. We didn't have to do anything. We just rode along, got out, we come in over here to this wonderful place, and then you can walk outside your clinic here at night and go across the road to the wonderful eating places are all around us. We like to eat, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and there's some. I'm telling you, I've got a clinic in Huntington Beach, and that's like known around the world for being a good beach resort. Food in Tijuana is better.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's the white gloves. The special table. You just don't see that sort of thing. I like to be treated nice. What I'm saying, and it is.
Yeah.
It's pretty special. Well, even in this hotel. I'm not on the 30th or whatever floor or anything, but we still get to see a lot of the city and so on. It's so beautiful.
Now,
so nice. Thank you.
You're taking charge of your health. Most people
Yeah.
don't do that. They have a victim mentality. You're talking about getting healthy stronger. You're not talking about waiting for symptoms. That's unusual. Because remember, the pharmaceutical controls the government, the media, the everything.
That's one thing I appreciate about you. You don't, hey, here, take a big old pile of these pills and go away. No. It's like fix it and know how to eat. And you touch parts of your body, you say, you need this food for fixing that. And so that comes with it, a nutritionist. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, it is pretty cool. Okay,
yeah.
What would you tell? Because you've got a completely different attitude than the average American. I mean, you're like taking charge. I mean, you're like the Teddy Roosevelt. Do what you can with what you have where you are. Okay, now, what could you tell someone to get out of that symptom drug paradigm where they've got that burden, that diagnosis burned on their forehead of something that you can't get over, that's genetic, it's done, it runs in your family, although you can name 4 relatives that don't have it.
One thing that I will say is that I'm so sorry about the medical profession does not care. Yes, they do. I'm not going to say that. That's saying bad things about doctors. But they push you out the door with a pill, and to make the story short here. But if people want to be taken care of on a very personal way, if you might have the worst things going on in your life that you can never fix, you think some doctors told you, he's got case after case after case of people come here, and he fixes things. Why? Because he's interested, he's concerned, and he will take care of you. And that's happened to my family, and there's been others here that it's just the personal care. I can't say no.
Well,
My wife's watching me there. I say, she's the one that should be here. But
and I think your daughter's around the corner too.
She is, back there.
Okay, thank you so much. I mean, because there's so many people out there, and just to meet like normal, real people, okay, that have had.
Yeah.
It's just, you're unusual because you're not waiting for symptoms.
No.
You're doing this proactive.
Well, because we've had leadership, and somebody said, hey, this is going to happen if you don't fix this, and it has to do with our spine. I've learned so much about, the spine affects every organ in your body. So, and it's just nice to be instructed that way, and you're very generous with knowledge, and you talk about these things to us, and that's one of the things that's most outstanding and intriguing to my wife and I.
Okay, one of my mentors said, look, health is going to make itself a priority in your life, whether you do or it does. So you're going to have to pay attention to health. You're doing it right, brother. I mean, you're taking proactive approach to regenerate tissue faster than you break down.
I hope I can live a few more years.
And you had your first facial adjustments today.
Yes.
Was that wild for the sinuses or what?
Yeah, I was thinking, never mind. Anyway, the hands and your fingers and everything, just certain things. And the other doctor you were instructing here, you were teaching him things, watch what happens here, and you touch this, and that doctor said, his nose moved by itself.
It's so cool.
I'm like, really? No, that really happened, but I couldn't see it.
Oh yeah, facial bones, skull bones, you felt it.
Oh
and
yeah.
Facial bones, skull bones, chronic sinusitis, you can actually do it. The adjustment, we actually went inside of the mouth, opened up the roof of the mouth,
Wow.
Oh, one of the things, because doctors will say, well, facial bones and skull bones are fused. Okay, do me a favor. Put your finger so it's resting on the front, resting on the nose, just like this, just rest it. And now with your tongue, push up on the roof of your mouth and relax. Up on the roof of your mouth, relax. What do you feel? It moves. I know. It takes like 15 seconds to explain that to doctors and say, yeah, you got sinuses back here, above, below, behind the eyes.
Yeah.
You can make it work.
You can, and I learned a few. I won't remember these things, but I certainly. I'm not a doctor, but I am impressed. I'm telling you, it's further testimony to. I really. I'm a happy man. I'm telling you that.
Take charge. Take charge of your health. Come on down here for the camaraderie, the food, the technical. I mean, just it's fun to find out what's really going on, how healthy you are, and then to do measurements to show what improvements were made.
Yep.
Take care of yourself. God bless you.